What's happening, guys? So, big things coming to Saudi. Myself and Tiago are gonna do a training camp. We're calling it squad camp. A little bit cheesy, but it's okay. So that's the idea of the training camp, is to get athletes who like to compete in CrossFit, who've been doing it maybe 1 to 2 years, or maybe even longer, who know a good foundation of movement for us to get those little fixes in to get them ready for further competitions. So the dates are the 18th and 19th of January. You've got 3 weeks to sign up. The idea of the camp is gonna be after the Bahrain competition and getting you guys ready for Sand Clash for the guys doing it. If you're not doing Sand Clash, it doesn't matter.
Guys, if you want to work on weightlifting or gymnastics, if you want to improve your efficiency of movement, and if you want to compete, it's a good opportunity to come to the camp. Just cut it.
You don't know how many takes that took. So, the idea, I've got a little structure planned. What we're gonna try and do is, on Friday and Saturday, have 2 sessions going on. We're gonna meet at around 9 to 9:30. We will start at 9:30 no matter what, but we're gonna have a little talk prior. Then we're gonna have 2 sessions in that day with what was it? With 30 minutes break in between. After that break, we're gonna have a little talk with you guys each day, either about nutrition, movement, programming, and what you guys should be doing on a daily basis, long-term basis to achieve your goals. And on those 2 sessions, day 1 and day 2, we're gonna do a weightlifting session because I feel like it's a big thing that we need. On the first day, probably snatch, second day clean and jerk. And the second session, we're gonna go over efficiency of movement, conditioning, and gymnastics. So Tiago, what would you say the guys are probably gonna learn from the weightlifting and gymnastics sessions?
Well, you are going to learn everything, start from the basic, like positioning, how to snatch, how to clean and jerk, and we are going to build this into how can you correct your faults. If you have some faults in your movement, how to improve, what's the right thing for you to do, okay? We are going to assess everybody.
What he's saying is, if you have problems in your movement, we're gonna try and fix it short term and long term. If you're lacking mobility or you're lacking good position and balance in the strength of the movement, there are short-term and long-term fixes that you need to consider. So we're gonna try and give you guys tips that you can do short-term to fix it and long-term things that you need to work on to make you better over the next 2 to 4 years. With regards to the camp, guys, what we're trying to do is trying to get the athletes in Saudi up to the standard of the rest of the world. If I'm honest with you, me and Tiago, how long have you been doing CrossFit for?
5 years.
Same for me, 6 years, and you guys have probably been doing it max 2 to 3 years. That is if you joined the gym straight away. And that is normally your start of fitness. Us, we've been doing training for a lot longer, 10, 12 years, we've been doing something. Yours was more of a fighting background, mine was more of a football/soccer background. So we've been doing fitness a long time, having some good coaches. What we want you to do is get you guys caught up to everyone else, so that when you go to these competitions and you can do the open, you're trying to push against these other people. We want to make Saudi a lot better than what it is now, trying to get athletes to peak to their best ability to get better than everyone else. So a couple of standards that we've literally just spoke about, just so we want to make sure when you come to the camp, we're not teaching you the foundations of movement and that you understand it. So we said 95-pound snatch, 135 clean and jerk, and you must be able to do at least 1 strict pull-up. Reasons why is because we want to make sure that you're coming to learn to be better, not coming to do a foundation class. You can learn that from the classes at interval or from the foundation classes that we do at the gym, which is going to make you better. The reason they are these standards is because you are going to learn in classes all this stuff, whereas doing the camp, we're ready to push you to the next level, which is the idea of the camp. Pricing, guys, if you are an interval member, we are charging 400 Real per person and 450 if you're not an interval member. Tiago, anything else to add before we finish?
Okay guys, to sign up, just come talk with one of us. I'm pretty sure it's going to take you, this is going to take you to the next level in CrossFit.
Guys, let us know what you think. Until next time, peace.